What's going on, fellas, and welcome back to part 2 of our Sacramento Redwoods Relo draft build on the channel. Now, quick heads up, we're 0-2, but both of these games have been lost by 3 points. We lost to the Tennessee Titans in week 1 by 3, we lose to the Cowboys by 3. I'm not sweating it at all. This might be the year that we go to the playoffs and or the Super Bowl. However, I'm not happy with our team just yet. And in this draft, we're obviously focusing on O-line, definitely getting a linebacker or linebackers, and probably a cornerback, maybe even potentially something on the D-line, just for somebody to come up once one of these guys gets a little bit old. If Barnett here does not work out at tight end, we will simply trade him away and draft a true tight end, a receiving tight end, red zone threat tight end. Now, jumping into it, what do we have here? I'm actually going to start off by going to tight end. Chance Hale is the only first round. Oh my goodness, 6'7"? Bro, this is our tight end right here, bro. The only first round, I'm taking this guy 100%. If the other guy doesn't work out, of course. Linebackers, linebackers, linebackers. My favorite position to draft. This guy starts off with an A- tackle, bro. That's pretty solid. Okoye Grant, he's another guy but has an A- hit power. We have 2 picks in the first round, so I definitely want to utilize that, and potentially we can drop down to the 3rd. This guy is Gabaggio. And on right outside linebacker, there's only 2 in the first 2 rounds. The rest are in the 6th. Yikes. Go ahead and take Colin Bawanko and then Tyrone. Oh, yuck. I regret scouting Tyrone Skinner, bro. That is a waste of points. Let's chuck Colin Bawanko on the list, however. I wonder who our guaranteed superstar is going to be. Hopefully it's a linebacker and or offensive lineman. Right outside linebacker, Colin Bawanko, the guy we literally just scouted. Guaranteed superstar. Looks like a beast. And off the rugby pitch, Chance Hale. This literally couldn't have worked out any better for us. Tight end, right outside linebacker. I'm starting to think we screw this guy off already. Don't even give him a shot. He was a wide receiver converted to tight end. Gonna test out how he goes. But now that there's a guaranteed superstar tight end who's in the first round and looks like an animal, I'd rather that guy. All right, I'm going to go ahead, scout some of these players, and in week 15, we'll find out our next guaranteed superstar. If I find any notable players throughout the weeks, I'll let you guys know, but I'll see you in week 15 if not. Oh, man. We got to start getting some dubs, boys. 5-8. 4 interceptions cost Corey DeSico and the Redwoods 38-21. Corey DeSico, what are you doing, mate? I thought we'd be dominating, but clearly not. I think it might have something to do with our O-line and Eric Flowers, potentially the tight end. I don't know what is going on, fellas, but we're getting smashed left, right, and center. We are in a pretty hard division at that too. Now, as for notable people on our draft board, we of course have Chance Hale, the vertical threat tight end, Armani Peck, who I really like. I also really like Okoye Grant. He's got a mad name too. Colin Bawanko, the guaranteed superstar. Also found Mario Torrance, the only good cornerback in the entire first round. His top 3 skills are actually really trash, but I know for a fact that there's always one cornerback and there's no way it's the other guys. I also put on some O-linemen in the early rounds. How uncharacteristic of Crow. But yes, if we need to build up our O-line, we need to stop leaving it for the later rounds, and if we can, pick up a beast in the earlier rounds. See what we can get away with. Now we have the 3rd, 12th, 31st, 12th in the 2nd, 31st in the 2nd as well. So we do have a nice little variety of picks here. I'm just not sure where this guy's going to go and Armani's going to go and Okoye's going to go. We need these guys, bro. So I might even have to trade up with one of our later first round picks and just realistically hope for the best. We also, of course, got to re-sign back Odell Beckham. There is no way we let Odell Beckham walk astray, mate. It's like, now Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie comes off contract. I'm not re-signing him, then why didn't I trade him? We'll trade him in the draft itself, but there's no use for him here. Literally, he's getting old. Oh, but he'll be in the... So we got to sign him back pretty much. You know what, we're just going to let him go, screw it. Don't even worry about it. We do have to find out who our guaranteed superstar is, though. Hopefully we can get an O-lineman, as rare as it may be. Defensive players rarely walk away with the Heisman, but this year, Oklahoma right outside linebacker Tyrone Skinner did just that. So there's another player we got to keep our eye on. This guy. There is no way I'm taking Tyrone Skinner over Colin Bawanko. That's crazy though. Both right outside linebackers in the first round. Both turned out to be guaranteed superstars. That's a first. Let's just go ahead to the Super Bowl week. We don't have that many picks to really blow. Therefore, there's really not much to scout. I've pretty much got all my players. The middle linebacker, the center, the cornerback, definitely the right outside linebacker. So, and as for the later round picks, Just wing it, mate. You don't really need to scout the later rounds. We'll just wing it. Well, you do. You should. You should. Don't listen to me. I'm giving bad advice. But from my experience, in the later rounds, there's really a very small chance of pulling a good player. And normally the top 3 skills are very deceptive anyway. So I just wing it for the most part, except if it's draft wars. No doubt we did not make the Super Bowl or the playoffs. I'm very surprised. We haven't seen the record yet, but I can tell it's negative. 7-9. It was negative. Let's not waste any time. Let's go find out who our guaranteed superstar is. Butler left outside linebacker Anthony Snell played great at the All-Star game and he almost wasn't invited. So does that mean he's a quick development? I don't know. There's nothing really there about somebody having a breakout game, which kind of worries me a little bit. Off the top of my head, I scouted the entire first round. There's nobody that really blew me away apart from Rashad Elliott, but we don't need a running back. I was just curious. And you know what? I was thinking, we came off a massive free agency signing Le'Veon Bell. Now, if this is your first time on this particular series, with the free agency, you can either go in and sign one person, but that can be it, or you put it on automatic and let the computer sign, but they can sign as many people as they want. From what I've seen, we definitely need to really up our team in a short amount of time. So once again, your boy's gonna go in, try and find a big name talent, but that can be the only one we sign. So fingers crossed. Sign free agents. We have no money, by the way. Joe Thomas is in there. Tevin Coleman, Delaney Walker, Ronald. Oh, if we can get Darby, bro. Was the bar trying to match the color of the tree? What's going on? We don't have any money. Can I go back on my word? I can't offer him much in the salary department, but I can give him a sick bonus. No, I can't. Okay, never mind. So when it comes to the draft this year, there's 4 players I really want to get. I've narrowed it down essentially. None of those 4 include offensive linemen, which realistically is probably our biggest need on the team. I didn't even check who won Offensive Player of the Year and stuff, mate. Yearly award. I'm so sorry. Russell Wilson wins MVP. Who else we got here? Nobody from our squad whatsoever. Offensive player, do we have anybody? Ooh, Le'Veon Bell came 7th. That's what's up. Defensive player of the year, do we have any trees? No trees. But offensive rookies, of course, going to go to Corey DeSico. Roman Battle, our wide receiver. The slot receiver finished 2nd. And you know what I just remembered? The other guy we meant to trade was a quarterback, and I completely forgot. I've been recording a lot of videos today, and it kind of slipped my mind. But Banks Barnett, the tight end, even finishes 8th on the offensive rookie of the year. Defensive rookie, we finished 2nd with Francis Chapman, the linebacker. Obi also finishes 6th, but behind Mean Joe Green. We actually might be able to make some crazy trades right before the draft here, because we do have to get rid of this quarterback. We have no use for him, right? Sleshtar, this guy, we literally didn't even use it. I didn't even trade him. You guys need a quarterback as well, please. By all means, take my quarterback. One thing I did forget to do though was go check out the stats for our rookies. Corey DeSico, nearly 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. Yikes. Receiving end of things though, the thing I'm most interested in seeing, wow, Roman Battle had himself a hell of a rookie year. Banks Barnett, 38 receptions, 382 yards. He's getting traded away. I set him up for failure though. I shouldn't have tried to make a wide receiver a tight end. That's my bad. One more thing before we jump into the draft. There's so much I forgot to do this episode. Let's go do some of this XP, bro. Now, awareness, as we know, prevents your quarterback from getting sacked. So we'll put that up to 85. Get the clutch trait, throw away. We'll put 1 into your short accuracy. That boosts you up to an 86. That's excellent. Odell Beckham Jr. What needs to be done? I mean, let's get your catching CIT up, I guess. Roman Battle, though, the wide receiver. I'm going to start by getting your awareness to 80 and then get your route running up as high as possible, which is 82. You end on an 82 overall, so that's what's up. All right, I think we're finally ready to jump into the draft. I know we don't have the first pick. We have the second pick though. Buccaneers take DT Pinky. As good as Chance Hale looks, I think Armani Peck is the move. This is the guy I was most interested in. Very strong, very fast, first in 3-cone, first in 20-yard shuttle. A- tackle. You'll notice the hit power is not the main stat that he has, which is why I'm so intrigued with Armani Peck. With the second pick in the draft, 81 overall superstar. Armani is ranked 10th, but he walks away with number 1 in cool name. San Francisco takes a wide receiver. Well, that is perfect. That means I think with this pick, we're definitely going to go ahead and grab the tight end. Guaranteed superstar, first in 40-yard dash, first in vert jump, first in 3-cone, first in 20-yard, 7th strongest, and he is 6'7". Let's not forget that, 6'7". Guaranteed superstar. 80 overall superstar. He's ranked 3rd, bro. This is the best tight end I've ever drafted. And his height, mate. A height alone. Cardinals are going to take a right tackle, of course. Let's just avoid a primary need and get a tackle. As you'll see, there's not many very good cornerbacks in this draft apart from Mario Torrance. And I don't think he's going to go with the 8th pick. I really don't. We also have the 11th and 28th. So I think I'll take him with the 11th just to be safe. So he doesn't get taken around that lottery pick. But from the 8th to the 10th, there is no way he goes. Colin Bowanko, 33 reps on the bench, 1st in 20 yard, 1st in 3-cone again. This guy looks like an absolute animal. 81 superstar. That is 3 80 superstars in a row. Let's go take that cornerback now. Even though he's definitely not worth the 11th pick. Oh, this is so hard because there's so many good offensive linemen. Tevin LeBlanc. This guy, oh my goodness, he's 1st in everything. I think we trade up to the 15th, but I gotta take an offensive lineman. Also the strongest, which is a great indication, Mason Lucier. 18 normal, not a superstar, but still another 80 overall. That's 4 80s in a row. This might be my favorite team we've ever done, seriously. In the short amount of time, the O-lineman is still here. Please don't be a bust. 76 quick, I'm very surprised. Not the best initial stats. We can literally mold this guy. Good man, good zone, good speed, terrible play record. Gonna have to work on that, but he's a quick development, so let's see what else we got on the board. Right tackle for the 6th round. So all those O-linemen got taken. When's our next pick? The 7th. I gotta go O-lineman, man. I gotta bolster that up. We already drafted one crazy O-lineman. Joey Snell from Michigan. I've seen enough. 76 normal, totally worth. And with our last pick, we literally have nobody on the draft board. We have a lucky dip on our hands. Lawrence Klein out of Notre Dame, 4th strongest. He looks pretty solid. You see the stats. 63. All right, we busted once. All right, let's check out our draft recap. See how we did, fellas. Armani Peck, 81 overall superstar. Chance Hale, 80 overall superstar. Bowanko, 81 overall superstar. Mason Lucier, 80 overall normal development. Mario Torrance solidifying that cornerback position. Replaces Cromartie perfectly. We then picked up Snell as well to kind of bolster that O-line. I'm actually really happy with that draft. Really freaking happy. We filled every single gap on our team right there in one draft. And we didn't even get anybody in the free agency either. We straight up just made our team through the draft. So checking out the squad, DeSico quarterback, Le'Veon Bell at running back, Battle, Odell Beckham and Shepard at wide receiver, Chance Hale at tight end. It's so cringe how I'm saying that name, but I don't know how to say it. Our O-line goes up dramatically with Snell, PUBG, Richburg, Lane, and now Simpson. Lucy is an 81 overall at right guard. Wow. So our O-line has got a lot better with Lucy moving from center to right guard. This now opens up the floor for trading away Lane for a 1st round pick next year. Full rookie linebacking core, Chapman, Peck, and Bowanko. Looking real solid. We signed Landon Collins back on a 4-year deal. Got Obi over there at free safety. Janoris Jenkins teaming up with Mario Torrance at cornerback. Eli Apple will become our nickel corner. D-line is fantastic. What a draft, fellas. This team just became so much better. I reckon we could probably push for the playoffs this year. If not, next year 100%. But that being said, fellas, if you made it this far into the video, you are the real MVP. I hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.